Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot. Welcome back to the bedroom. It's June the 13th and it's time for another episode of the Parish Noticeboard. Alright, the first thing on the agenda this week is a new video feature which I'm going to be introducing in some videos that are coming up very soon, in fact. While I was doing some research for one of the Selby videos that's coming up, I came across a website, a German website called citypopulation.de. Now this is a fantastic website. It shows you the demographics for even the smallest little place. I was researching a village that's tiny. It had a population of about 400 people, and this website was showing me graphs and pie charts of males to females, the ratio of working age people, that kind of thing. Basically the demographic of the entire place, and it's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. It might be a German website, but I think it pulls its information from the Office for National Statistics, so it is a trustworthy source. Now, what I'm going to be doing from now on is I'm going to be looking at that for every single village I go to and pulling off some bits of information from it and putting them into the captions at the bottom of the video. I think it's going to enhance the videos a little bit more. You'll have noticed as well that I always include the average house price, and I always now include bus times if I can, if a place has got a bus service. So I think now I'm starting to work to almost like to rule now, having to putting them things in the video all the time, and I think this one will certainly bolster the information that I give you guys about the place. So it's called citypopulation.de. It's a German website. Go and have a look at it if you're interested in facts and figures and that kind of thing. That's the site I'll be using to include some demographic information of every parish now. Okay, this second thing on my mind is actually more of a question than a notice. I've got a video coming up on the channel soon. I'm in an East Riding parish. I'm not going to tell you where it is because that will spoil the surprise of where I've been. But it's an East Riding parish and the sun is out. There's not a cloud in the sky, and there's a point where I'm talking to the camera and the sun is so bright that I'm having to squint. And I say jokingly that I ought to buy a sun hat and some sunglasses because the sun's in my eyes and I don't like squinting at the camera, which I don't, I hate it. It got me to thinking though, if I had a cap, would it be worth putting the TVI logo on it, or would it just be, would it be better just to have a normal plain cap? What do you think? Let me know, because obviously I have the high vis, which is all logoed up, etc. Do you think I ought to buy myself a custom cap to go on my head on sunny days like we've been having just lately, which are fantastic, by the way, and I hope they continue. It's brilliant for filming. Alright, now the third thing, I need to refer back to a previous episode of the Parish Noticeboard quite a few weeks ago for this one. You'll remember I asked you a while ago where you'd like me to see go next in the country. If I was to take another trip somewhere, where do you think would be a good place for me to go? And I was idly thinking about this the other day and thinking to myself, well, I've been to 4 different regions of England now. I've obviously been to Yorkshire because I live here. I've been into the East Midlands because I've covered parts of Nottinghamshire, Lincolnshire and Derbyshire as well yesterday, if you watched my Bonsall video. And obviously I've been to the South East because I've been to Kent, and I've covered part of the East of England as well because I've been to Essex. And that got me to thinking, could I possibly cover the remaining 5 regions before long and get them all up on the channel? Can I effectively go everywhere pretty soon? Now, obviously I can't do that straight away, but it's almost like a goal, it's almost like a target. And one thing led to another, and I thought to myself, maybe I can give you guys a little bit of control here. So my last trip away took me to the district of Thanet in Kent, as you know. If I gave you guys some options of, say, another 4 places, one in the northeast, one in the northwest, one in the southwest and one in the West Midlands, those 4 regions, and got you guys to vote on which area you think I should travel to next. Would you be interested in this? I'm not including London because London only has one civil parish. That's the parish of Queen's Park, and that of course will be a separate thing, a one-off thing, going down to London just for that. But the other 4 regions that the channel has not yet covered, what do you think if I gave you guys an option? Let me see. For the North East, I am thinking of going up to Hartlepool. There's 8 civil parishes in the district of Hartlepool. If I was to go to the Northwest, I've been thinking about Burnley. There are 8 civil parishes in the district of Burnley, and there's also one, I can't remember which district, I think it's Hyndburn, which is near to Burnley, and I can do that at the same time, so that's another option. For the southwest, I was thinking going to Cheltenham and Gloucester. Combined, there's only 6 civil parishes together between the 2. There's 5 in Cheltenham and there's 1 in Gloucester. I could get all of them done in one trip. And for the West Midlands, this one was a little bit tough to think about, but I figured that I don't actually have to do an entire district. I can just do part of a district. So I was looking potentially at an area of say 10 or 11 parishes within Shropshire. So if those are your options, should I create a fan poll and set it off and see what you guys think, where you guys think I should go? Let me know if you think this is a good idea. It's a dog barking somewhere outside. I hope the audio on the camera's not picking this up. Okay, so we finish with the coming week. Okay, so next week I'm going to do something a little bit different. Normally I go out 3 days a week to film. I pick my areas and off I go to film. This coming week there's a little bit of a different sort of dynamic at work in the mornings. There are 2 people who are not in work. It has a knock-on effect for me. So this week I'm doing just 1 day of filming, but I'm going to be out all day to do it. I'm aiming to film at least 7 parishes, because I always aim for 7 parishes in a week to film, so that I've got 7 videos to make, 7 days in the week. That makes sense, right? I'm heading back to West Lindsey to do this, because you'll remember the last time I was in West Lindsey I did Saxelby, my home parish. I did Sturton and Hardwick. I did promise a guy in Sturton that I would be coming back to that area in June. So the opportunity has presented itself. I can go back there this week on 1 day, and I'm going to aim to do 7, at least 7 parishes within West Lindsey. So expect there to be a lot of West Lindsey stuff coming your way and over the next few weeks. Of course, it'll be mixed in with the Kent stuff, which is still coming out, and it's fantastic, that is, because I haven't put a foot wrong with the Kent stuff yet. It's amazing. Everybody who's been watching my Kent videos has said to me that they're fantastic. It's great to hear that, because the district of Thanet, I knew nothing about it before I went there, and it seems like I'm doing a good job of it. So hopefully with the 3 videos out of the 11 that are up so far, the rest of them are going to continue on that theme. So yeah, Doncaster, I'm afraid, is going to have to take a back seat yet again next week. Because of all this. There are still 3 parishes left. I didn't manage to do 2 this week. I only managed to do the 1, Shropshire and Cusworth, which again was another video which people liked. But the 3 that are remaining, Stainforth, Hatfield and Thorn, I'm afraid they're going to have to take a back seat yet again. I am coming to them, guys. If you're watching me from those 3, I am definitely coming to your 3 parishes. Do not worry about it. It's just finding the right opportunity to do so. And that's just about it for this week's edition of the Parish Noticeboard. Yeah, a fun one this week. A lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to consider, a lot of things to ask you guys. Brilliant. Okay, I've been the Village Idiot. This has been the Parish Noticeboard on June the 13th, and I'm out.